I'm Morgan Rector.
Hey fuckers, it's me, Ray Hazen.
And we have a guest with us today, someone who understands the trailer park life very, very well. Jaason McMurray joins us today. How you doing, Jay?
I'm doing really good. Thanks for having me, guys.
No problem. So you
yeah.
two go way back, and I was wondering, Jaason, would you tell the whole story of how you guys became friends and how that's been? What kind of crazy things have been going on?
Well, it's funny. The way we became friends is actually Ray was my arch nemesis.
Yeah, we weren't friends at first.
We were competing for the same job, and I came in out of nowhere and kind of blindsided him. And
from my end, we were working at the same pizza restaurant, and they were training me for the manager, it's not like the manager, but for a manager's position. And I had done like tons of training, watched all the videos, done everything, but I watched everything but one video. And then the week before I was supposed to watch the video and go on, all of a sudden this dude comes walking in and they gave him the job, because he'd already had experience doing it, and so I was,
So it's like you were Ricky and he was Mr. Leahy.
It's really funny. It's really, really funny, man, because I lost my job at one pizza joint, and I was like, "Oh, screw you guys. I'll go over here and get a job." And that's exactly what I did, and that's when I met the good old Biddy.
So how did you guys end up patching things up and becoming friends?
I think
just
because we both smoke weed, dude. We got high, and we're just all whatever. That's
and
pretty much
drank a lot
how
of
it
beer
went.
and stuff,
Yeah.
We used to take safety meetings in the walk-in, go out in the
walk-in, bro.
and
It was
smoke
all
weed in
about
the
the
walk-in
walk-in.
because you could blow it up through the fucking fans in the top of the fridge, and that should go right out the restaurant, right out the kitchen. You didn't have to go outside.
And then eat some pizza when you have the munchies.
Oh yeah, dude.
No, we could make whatever we wanted to. You
Whatever
don't
we
even
wanted.
understand, dude.
We fucking we're always wheezing the juice.
Yeah.
Yes, and we did wheeze the juice.
But
what's really cool, because where we worked at was a triglomerate, without naming any of the brands. So there was a pizza place, a taco place, and a fried chicken place that we could trade with.
And the ice cream place.
Yeah.
And set it up, dude. Tell him, Jaason.
So, dude, I am a big fan of the barter system. I'll tell you
Love
what.
the barter system. I'm on that page.
So I could throw out like 3 or 4 large or medium pizzas, and pretty much get. Oh, what do you guys want tonight? You want some ice cream? You want some Taco Bell?
Tacos. You want some burgers? And
Yep.
he'd be like, "Fuck, it's good. Run across the street with these pizzas, man. Go get the order. Fuck, be right back, bud."
And I'd cover a shift. It was one hand washes the other.
Yep, it was great. I'd go across the street and socialize and flirt with all the girls in whatever restaurant I was at, and just smile and be pretty to everybody and trade food. And I'd walk away with free, because fuck, it'd just be a straight across barter. Great, free food. And that was the way that we got, we could eat all the time at work, and we weren't always just eating pizza. Because, as much as I love pizza,
a lot of restaurant workers depend on their jobs to eat.
Yeah.
And that's something that a lot of people don't talk about. But those of us that have worked in restaurants really understand.
Very true.
Well, so what?
Scraping by.
Were you allowed to make a meal for yourself, or did you have to eat leftovers or something like that?
No. Well, we got might as well have been leftovers. I'll tell you what, Morgan, because what we did get was caca. It was
okay. There's leftover pizzas that people didn't come pick up, and we'd eat those all the time. But then there were those of us who like thought like it was our second home, and like we were the main workers, and like and so like we'd make shit. Like I don't know, I made shit almost every night when I leave. You know, that was the restaurant that I learned that Michelob Amberbach looks just like Barb's root beer if you fill up a 2-liter.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'll tell you
Go ahead. Hold on.
the nastiest thing I ever heard about leftovers is the singer Jan Arden. She once worked at this bar, and at the end of the night, they would take all the unfinished drinks, pour them in a pitcher, and drink it. Like it's kind of nasty, right? I mean, you're taking in a lot of saliva there too.
Yeah, that's way nasty. No, we were just filling up paper cups right off the keg. I remember James and like the district manager came in one time and they did like an inventory of all the beer and everything, and there were like 2.5 kegs missing. That's how much we had, like the whole crew had drinking while we were there, dude. Like in the last like month or something.
Yeah, that was my ass on that. I remember that quite well.
Dude. Jeez, what the fuck are you guys letting these kids doing in here?
That's right. And
as we're all sitting around half buzzed already. So's Jason.
Oh no, I was drunk as hell, bro. I was like, oh holy shit.
I know. I hate it when the big wigs come in, man. It always throws the vibe off, dude.
Oh, but before we go on, I think we should plug something here. Jason has a show on YouTube, JD's Firehouse. It's on my YouTube channel, Leader One Studios, but there's also a JD Firehouse channel as well. And tell us about that show you have going on, Jason.
Oh, I thank you, Morgan. You know, it's something I've been trying to grow, and I really, really appreciate you for helping me produce it and promote it. Absolutely, 100%.
No problem.
It's JD's Firehouse 76 at gmail.com is the way to get a hold of me, or us, I should say, via email. We also have our Facebook page, JD's Firehouse /Facebook.com.
They can also just check out any of your videos and comment, and you get those too, right, bud?
Yeah, you know, you can check it out on Leader One, or you can check it out at JD's Firehouse on YouTube. You know, JD's Firehouse. But, you know, we're just out here trying to eat some peppers, and we love the heat, man. You know, Raymond, you definitely felt the heat.
Well, yeah, as our listeners know, you know.
those are my favorite episodes are the ones with Ray in them, because I mean, you know, he was just, there was red alert. That was red alert in his intestines, man. He was freaking out.
But you know what? I had a great time, dude. It was worth every second. It really was.
You don't even know anything about heat. I'll tell you what, man. When I did that I finished that challenge.
Yeah, you did. You ate that jerky. That's that face melter.
Man, the face melter challenge. That's right. That's what it was.
What were you doing afterwards, bro? What were you doing afterwards? Cameras off.
I was hurting, man.
This dude was writhing in bed.
I chugged like a quart, at least a pint, not a quart. I chugged about a pint of Pepto-Bismol, and I rolled around like a little girl. It felt like an ember going through me. You know, and that's not something that we usually feature on our channel, but, you know.
That would have been interesting to watch for sure.
I wanted to record it a little bit. Marie wouldn't let me, though.
Well, it's because I told her not to.
I know.
Next time we will.
But see, I'm about the behind the scenes shit. I always am about that, man. I think
Ray told me that, you could feel it going through your system like every step of the way.
Morgan, I could feel it going through my freaking intestine, bro. Like a molten slug. I swear to God, dude. And it was just like, I know we have miles and miles of intestines. I understand that. But it was, I could feel it. going down, like gravity working. Oh my God.
And
It was so bad.
you're about to start merchandising, right? You're starting to develop products that you want to sell. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying. I really want to get this going. I bought some stickers. I think I got my webpage set up at JD's Firehouse at or JD's Firehouse 76 at gmail.com, and also through my Facebook page. And I got some stickers to promote us. I'm going to give away to the next 100 people.
You got some JD Firehouse stickers?
Yeah.
Well, I got to get me one of those, bud.
Well, you don't count. I want 100. The next 100 likes and comments, I'm going to go ahead and give away a sticker to. And
what if I'm one of the 100? I'll go like and comment right now.
You get a free facial, Scooby, so come on.
If it weren't for COVID, one thing you could do to promote it would be to like hold some kind of event where there's like a spicy chicken wing eating kind of contest, and your sauce goes up against the other sauces kind of thing. But actually,
I don't have a solid product now. Well, I do, but I don't. I've got our flagship salsa, hot sauce, and I have to develop a little bit to get a real fluid market going on my end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to start making sauces and things, though, right?
Oh yeah, I do, and that's my intention, 100%.
Well, you can gauge how intense it is by feeding it to Raymond, seeing his reaction.
Everyone always likes using me as the guinea pig. Shit never changes, Doc.
Well, I'll tell you what, if we're gonna gauge it on that, we might as well bring in Pussy Willow, because that guy's a little soft.
Whatever, bro.
Well, Jaason, how well did you do with the Tube of Terror?
You know what? That's a very good question, Morgan. That kid, Ethan, he roasted my ass. To be honest with you, he did. He almost not twice as much. I think I ate 7 and he ate 12.
Wow.
He had a lot harder repercussion. He was trying to powerhouse him, but
come on, dude. You guys ate that many of those things, dude?
Oh yeah. You just ate one. Remember?
I ate one, dude. That shit was hot as fuck, man.
For the listeners, the Tube of Terror consists of a bunch of peanuts that are seasoned with like a very potent spice, and this is like really, really intense.
Yes, absolutely. It's over 5 million Scovilles or whatever they call it. It's super duper hot.
Super hot. To put that in perspective, peeps, like
and it's
a
not
habanero.
Peanuts either. It's elephant peanuts too. I think is something that So it's not like you're just having
which is
a
code
little
for
peanut.
testicles.
These things are bigger than freaking almonds. They're elephant peanuts. They're
they're elephant testicles. They're dried out elephant testicles. To tell the truth.
Oh my God! When you put it in your mouth, the fire explodes.
But anyway, to put it in perspective, a habanero is what, like 4,000, Jaason?
I think a habanero is about 10 or 11,000, 10,000, 11,000, something like that.
All right, something like that. Well, then so these nuts and this jerky and whatnot are in the millions. So just to put that in perspective.
Oh yeah, 5 million plus. Some of them.
It's freaking ridiculous.
We're getting ready. I just got the order in. I'm gonna do the Death Nut Challenge 3.0 here probably on our next episode, and it's got so much crystals on it. They put, you know what? They gave up putting freaking just peppers and stuff on there. Now they're putting crystals on there. Like, it's like spice crack. That's all I can say, guys.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Where does it stop? Where does it stop?
There must be regulations against like how spicy you can make something.
Right? 'Cause
There are peppers that can seriously harm you. Like there's one that I think it's grown in Guyana, and if you eat it and you touch your eyeball, you can actually go blind.
Yes, yes, that is very, very true, Morgan. And in fact, almost, well, actually, every one of the challenges I've done were very specific on reading the disclaimer. Isn't that right, Raymond?
yeah, yeah. That was a
Before
heck
we
of a
do it.
disclaimer, too.
Yeah. So, and it's not for the faint of heart. The things we do. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it said
I
we could
would.
have a heart attack or something. Like if you got heart conditions, you shouldn't fucking eat this thing.
Yes, it
Like,
will. It
like,
will fuck
yeah.
you up, man.
Definitely
Yeah.
not jerky, that's for sure.
Yeah, don't stick this in your ass, you know?
Oh God.
Unless
And,
you have a strong heart.
yeah, don't stick a peanut from the tube of terror in your asshole.
No, it's not a suppository. That's definitely
yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
But don't you
But
feel these spicy foods come out like painful? Don't they hurt when they come out the other end?
yes, the ring of fire, is that what you're referring to? Oh
I was
yes,
thinking about the jerky. Did that hurt coming out?
that hurt very bad, bro. My asshole bled.
It
Oh
bled.
my God, it came
Yeah.
out and
Yeah, my shit was hot for like a day and a half.
yeah, it's like it's weird hot. Like you wipe your ass and you're like, oh, I didn't get nothing on my fingers, and then all of a sudden your face is hot and you don't understand why. It's worse than pink eye, bro.
Holy shit! Wow, guess you had to get out the baby powder or something, right?
Yeah, no talcum, no talcum involved. That's for sure.
God. Well, how about something like curry? Do you like that?
Oh, yeah, I do like curry. Uh, but that's
Like Steph?
that's
Steph
like
Curry?
if I want curry, I want some like go to India curry that's gonna have some like Bajuk Kalopia on it, like some ghost pepper and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I remember I read a
Uh,
story about Led Zeppelin went to India, and they had that like their most intense curry imaginable. And on the way back on their plane, they were shooting fire, and they had a certain amount of baby powder, but it wasn't enough to last them there to go all the way to London. So they were like crying from the pain all the way to London. So
well,
anyway,
that sounds about right because wasn't Led Zeppelin a bunch of Englishmen?
oh yeah, like they were fascinated by other cultures, but they just weren't ready for that after their bland English cuisine, right? So,
Oh yeah, because they eat bland, right?
so I'm
Little
gonna
tea
use that.
cakes and crackers and shit all day. That's it, right?
Yeah, you see, that's what I'm like. I like bland food, potatoes and buttered bread, and I can't deal with spicy food at all. So the tube of terror thing, that'll have me sweating and red faced, I'm sure.
But does it kind of fascinate you?
Well, I've thought about maybe doing a video of that by myself. It'll be pretty
Yeah.
entertaining because I don't even think I would cope as well as Raymond, to be honest with you.
Well, yeah, yeah.
I mean, he could barely hold it together. I think I'd be fucking crying. So be interesting though. Whereas you and Dennis, you guys I guess you have like a callus to it at this point. You guys seem to deal with it pretty well.
Dennis. I love Raymond and everything, and he is my brother. But Dennis and we've known each other since I want to say '92 was when we first met in a trailer park back in at the mobile villa.
Hmm.
You know, and him and I we have this we have a good understanding. It's we know how to stroke each other. Does that make
Yeah,
any
they
sense
do.
to you? Do you know what strokes are? No, I don't mean my cock. I mean when you stroke somebody, it's like you see that somebody needs something and you give it to them.
Yeah. Kind of
Yeah.
intuitively, right?
Like a handy for some cheeseburgers behind the donaire.
It's like a psychic candy for sure, bro.
Total
And
psychic
it's like,
candy, bro.
I don't swallow or anything, but I'm gonna make you feel better real quick.
Atta, babe.
That's why you guys can like finish each other's sentences or look into each other's eyes and know what you're thinking, kind of deal.
Absolutely, 100%. Raymond and I can do that. I've got like two other people that we're just like a gnat, and my partner Dennis at DJ's Firehouse at gmail.com. We've been that way forever. And we had a big discussion on it. Him, my wife, and I, because so his name's Dennis, right? So it's DJ.
Mm-hmm.
And at first I was like, well, we'll call it DJ's Firehouse, Dennis and Jason. And I was like, oh, well, no, that makes it sound like it's yours. So we changed it to JD's, Jason and Dennis's Firehouse.
Yeah, you don't want people to think your guys are like a DJ duo either. You don't want to confuse it with.
Well, not only that, people could think we're fat or something.
Yeah.
DJ Fucky Fuck.
Out there. I don't care if you're gay or not. I'm just fucking with everybody out there.
Yeah, they start
cracking. A little clickbait.
They're like, yeah, I suppose you've given him a lot of your hot sauce, right?
Right.
Yeah. So speaking of trailer park friendships, I understand, Jason, that you've lived in a real trailer park and you've seen what it's like. And as you know, Ray and I are both big fans of Trailer Park Boys. So I'm interested in knowing what the realities are like. Like, for instance, one thing that's kind of funny about Trailer Park Boys is that it can be very homoerotic. Like, there's all these gay relationships, and like a lot of the male characters have kind of swung both ways. And is that something that you observed in the real trailer park, or does the stereotype hold up in terms of people there being a lot more provincial and narrow-minded than that?
Well, that's a very good question, Morgan. To be honest with you, both. If I would have to fine-tune it down to one or the other, I would say that, yeah, there's a lot of gay shit going on out there. But, like, people's perspective on sexuality aren't, a lot of times they're based on fear rather than rationality, I guess would be the best way I could put it. I've seen a lot of like Tiger King type shit going on in trailer parks. I lived in a trailer park for I lived in several different ones. I'm gonna say for about 6-7 years, and there's always some kind of drama, man, and I can almost guarantee 100% that drama is not coming from a man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lucy?
It's always
Lucy?
some fucking chicken bot or some bitch. It's like, oh,
Lucy?
Well, God damn it, he's been over her trailer all day for the last 4 days. And, they don't mention, well, you know what, that chick's selling him a fucking 9mm or something. You know what I'm saying? It's all such bullshit. But, in reality, it's like they're all smoking meth together.
Yeah. Well, I guess it must be like a thing, too, where there's a number of people who are unemployed, they're broke, there's nothing to do but sit around and gossip, right? So that must happen quite a bit.
You know, another thing I think
Absolutely.
with all the homoerotic stuff is kind of like even how I am, how we all are. Like most people, like we play gay, you know, we talk homoerotic with your buddies, and so it's kind of funny and humorous. Not that it's not funny or whatever, like whatever you just whatever, but everyone kind of plays it that way with people that they're comfortable with, I guess. In like most people I know are the same way, and I mean, maybe they just wanted to portray that type of like what's a little bit funnier than if a couple of them actually were, you know. And like Sam Losco, he even says it, you know, when he's professing his love to Barb. I've banged a lot of chicks and a couple dudes, you know, and you know, and I know what I want now, baby. And it's you, you know, or whatever he says. And it's like,
Well, absolutely, man. I
you
mean,
know, and
you
so I
know,
mean, I don't know. I think there's a little of that too. I think it's just because you know, because well, 'cause you know what it is. It's. I think the obscure is humorous. You know what I'm saying? The thing that makes us uncomfortable can be funny, and
I'm a
things
very
that
big fan of taboo. Yeah.
taboo exactly. So if it what you know if everything that's you're not normal, like the normal person isn't shooting guns and selling dope and driving around in cars with no doors, and you know with you know that
But
there's a lot
I
of
know people.
you know. Go ahead.
I know people that shoot dope and
Well, of
drive.
course.
I drive around in cars with no fucking doors.
Well, I
So
know.
wait a
Yes.
minute.
Okay. I know. I'm saying that the average person, like we are the, you know, there's more people who don't than there are that do, is what I'm getting at. Okay.
Oh yeah,
And
absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah.
and so that's what it is. You know, that's what I'm talking about. Us, I think it's just we love it all the because it's normal. The the gay
You know what I
innuendos
like?
and the
I
criminality
like the
aspects. It's all normal.
anti-normal.
You'd
I
like
like
the
the
like.
anti-normal, man. I like I like free
I
thought.
love anti-normal. How is she doing? But I'm bummed.
Free thought. Free thought. You know what I'm saying? People need to come to their own conclusions and figure stuff out, you know, and whatever you figure out, that's good
So
for
you
you.
so you like the jazz of conversations?
Yes, I
Where
love
you,
conversation. I love
where you,
arguments.
well, where
You
you
know,
just make it
it's
up as you
really
go,
funny.
right?
The description of argument actually, most people think that when you say you're arguing with somebody,
Well,
it's
yeah, technically it's just like a
it.
debate, is really if you want
Yes,
to technical.
yes,
Yeah, yeah,
exactly. You know, and it's
yeah.
like people think that like you're angry at somebody if you're arguing with them, and that's not the case. It's the you know it's the exchange of thoughts.
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm
No,
sorry,
that's true.
did I
That's true.
transgress?
No, it's
I
okay.
No,
beg your pardon, Morgan.
no, that's fine. No, we definitely want to hear for your opinions and yeah, your 2 cents. So, but so is there quite a bit
No,
of
my cents is worth $1.37.
Is
absolutely.
there quite a bit of what?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. So there's a show depicts a lot of like interpersonal discord in the trailer park, lots of fighting on in different ways, fisticuffs, but arguing. Is there a lot of
Pants
turmoil
coming
like that
off.
in a real trailer park? Boy, in a real trailer park, is there a lot of friction like that?
There is, but there isn't. It's really complicated. I mean, if you look at like uh, for example, here, in, I don't know how it is everywhere else, but here in California, a lot of trailer parks are age discriminative. So
Yeah,
you have to be 55 or 60 or 50 or whatever to live in this trailer park, right?
there's a bunch of those in Florida too. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how it is up there in Canada, man, but yeah,
Yeah,
they're
but
all over the country
if
here.
you spread out of like the you know richier or older type neighborhoods, like you go up here where I'm at, brother. No, they're not. Like there's only a handful of that are up here in Lake County, but most they're not all aged like because there's actual trailer park trash up here with me. You know, down down in Napa, where I know where we're at, there's a lot of older people there, so they have it like that, because I got to put them somewhere,
Well,
and
absolutely,
but I
absolutely.
do know what
If
you're saying. I
if
do know
you're
what you're saying.
shopping
There
for
are a lot. There are a
if
lot
you're
like that.
shopping for a home, you're like, oh, I want a 3 by wide, right? Well, 75% of your hits are going to be for fucking places that are in 55 and older communities. That's all I'm saying.
That's
And you know
probably.
what? One thing I
I
love about, have you guys ever been to a website called peopleofwalmart.com?
What kind of
Yes, I
place do
have
you
been
visit,
there.
dude? No,
Yeah.
but
I,
no. True story. True story. I used to love getting really stoned and go sitting on the bench when I had nothing to do outside of Walmart and just watch the people that walk in and out. Man, it's funny shit sometimes. I sit there and laugh.
It really seems like they're
oh
on their
yeah,
way to the Gong Show or something. It's unbelievable. Like they're people
on their
wearing
way to the
actual
what?
costumes.
Uh,
But
The dome show.
well,
but there's like people in the trailer parks, like a middle-aged guy with like a huge gut and he's walking around without a shirt on, and I can dig that kind of self-confidence. Like if you don't give a shit when anyone thinks of you, I think you're probably happier than most people.
I don't put a shirt on usually.
That's a really good point, Morgan. Man, when you have zero fucks,
Yeah.
None to give.
you're absolutely free. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, in all actuality, there's only one fuck that both Jason and I have, and we have to share it between each other. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes DJ balls. You know what I'm saying? So like, we just got the one fuck left that we pass around between us buddies down here. So every now and then one of us will give a fuck about something.
Well,
But then usually we don't. No, I don't give a shit.
one of my
I
favorite
usually
people at
don't.
One of my favorite people at Walmart photos was, and this is pretty recent because it's a COVID thing. This woman was wearing a pair of men's underwear over her mouth and nose as a mask.
Okay.
Oh, don't even get
I
me
see
started
that.
on that shit, Morgan. Holy fuck. Dude.
All right, you first. Go.
I have a hockey mask. I have my ventilators from freaking Wasteland Weekend. I've got a Ronald Reagan mask I wear sometimes. If they
It's a
tell me I have
mask.
to go outside and put a mask on, I go outside and put my Ronald Reagan mask on.
It's a
I just
mask.
come in there just to fuck with them, you know?
I've been wanting to buy a plague doctor's mask and wear that around, but that would be so hot on my face. But I've been wanting to. I saw a really cool one, pure leather, nice hand stitched shit. They wanted like $150 for it, but it's like handmade. It's handmade U.S. grade A fucking beef. It's grade A
Beef is
fucking.
something you eat.
I know, dude, but it's but it's pure leather. Whatever, dude. Just get technical, motherfucker. But no, it's pure leather, hand stitched right here in fucking California. So it's like,
California.
yeah, California, the governor.
Jason, have you been to San Bernardino before?
I have been through that city and that county.
Because what I've heard is that that's kind of a big place for trailer parks and those kinds of people. Is that true?
Yes, that is very true. Actually, if you're looking in California, I would send you towards Riverside County, which is it geographically I want to say it's right next to it, but it's not. There is some space in between. Oh my God, it's like miles of fucking trailer parks, bro. I mean, trailers, and they're just cut up into little sections, So this is the Cypress trailer park. This is the freaking Aspen trailer park. This is the freaking trailer park boy trailer park. Whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, you know how bad I've been wanting to start my own trailer park, dude? Just get a nice place, put out some lots, some fucking water and power hookups,
Yeah,
Build
man.
build like a little fucking convenience store restaurant thingy up front. So that way everyone can just buy their shit there. And then, like, you know what I would do, bro? I hope I don't sound racist or anything, because I'm not. Just, I know they'll do it. Go get myself a really cool, like, go down to Napa and get one of the Mexican families down there, because you know they're hardworking sons of bitches, and just say, hey, you can live here rent free, get your own trailer and everything. You just be my groundskeeper family, dude. And let them fucking just let them just take care of the place, because you know they'll take it. Oh, that place will be tits, dude.
And then
You know
and
what I'm
make
Well,
saying?
as long as you're in California, Arizona, or Texas, you should
Yeah,
be okay with that.
right, yeah. And then you know, just you sit up front in the little convenience store restaurant thingy and like flip burgers or something, man, and just fucking, you know, let everybody pay their lot fees and buy lunch right there. You know what I'm saying?
and makes Mexican food for us, right? Make us
Yeah,
tacos, make us
whatever, dude.
taquitos or whatever, some
Dude, they're
nachos.
authentic. Let
Did
me tell you
you
about
say
my
torpedoes, Morgan?
What's that?
tortillas.
Did you just call a burrito a torpedo, bro?
Oh no, I
I
didn't know.
think you did.
I said
Yeah, you
taquito.
did.
Oh, he said
Taco
taquito.
with taquito, yeah. I like burritos,
Oh, okay.
but I have a
Oh,
feeling
you like taquitos?
I probably haven't had really great Mexican food. I think I'd have to try it in California. Because up here, I don't think we've got a lot. We have Taco Bell, and there is some other places that sell it, but I suspect it's probably not as good as if you go to California or
Man,
Mexico.
man, my dad's cousin's wife, this would be my second cousin's wife, you know. She was fucking Mexican lady, dude, pure blood. Man, the food she'd make, dude. Zoli, menudo, dude, all kinds of shit. Oh, dude, every time they come down, we used to have family holidays, man. I miss being young, dude. Back like when families used to get together and like do things back in the old days. You
So
know, because
My
they'd come
wife
down.
has got a pozole recipe fucking down to a Q.
I think I've had her pozole before, haven't I?
Yes, you had the pozole.
Yeah, that's right.
Uh,
That's right. That's right. She's the only one that makes it for me. Besides, you know, the only other time I've ever found it was when I was in that Puente class when I was going to the JC or at the college in Napa, and I joined that Puente class. The only white dude in the whole class, dude. But I love that class, man. And then we did something for Dios de Muerto or whatever, the Day of the Dead. You know, they had a big they had
yeah.
a big festival, dude. It was so much fun. We had our faces painted, but a couple of the girls and their moms made some pozole. And man, I love that shit, dude.
so so Jason, when you go out for Mexican food, I guess you ask them to load up on the chili peppers and everything.
You know, it's funny you asked that, Morgan. No, I don't. I don't. I I try to go incognito
Oh
because
yeah,
I don't go out to eat that much. Well, I used to, but you know, given in the last 12, 16 months, I
yeah.
don't as much as I used to.
Money's a little tighter.
Uh, yeah, the restrictions and whatnot. Uh,
Yeah,
I don't want to talk about that. But I've been doing a lot of takeout, and I always add hot sauce to my stuff.
yeah, like
What?
Frank's or something like that.
No, no. Frank's is a really good beginner's. I I did a actually we did a at JD's Firehouse. We did a review, and I found something that nobody has ever seen. I found Tabasco Scorpion. So it's like Tabasco sauce. Do you have Tabasco sauce up there in
Yeah,
Canada?
yeah, we got that. Yeah,
Yeah. All right. So it's Tabasco Scorpion blend. Same. It's branded and everything. I couldn't believe it. And holy mackerel, we I did a review of it last night. I hope to get it uploaded uh, tomorrow. It's getting late tonight. Probably tomorrow. And I was wowed. You know, we did a special commercial. Uh, I usually don't review things that are like Tabasco and stuff, you know, on JD's Firehouse and stuff. But just it just came together so perfectly. You guys, I hope you like it.
yeah, yeah,
They got all
What
kinds of
was
different
that?
Tabasco flavors, you know. I'd
I
be
yeah.
into
do.
that.
I see. That's the thing, though, Scoop. I have tried. I thought I had tried every single Tabasco flavor.
Yeah, I've tried
And
like 5 or something, 4 or 5, something like that. There's a
yeah,
handful.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
about 4 or 5. And I get this freaking text from my friend that lives out in BFE from where I live. I mean, he's out in the freaking Gold Country hills, you know. And he's like, "Oh, hey, found this down at the dollar shop. Thought you might want to try it." And I was like, "Oh no shit, that's got to be some kind of bullshit." And he's like, "Oh no, I bought it for you. I'll bring it over." And he brought it over, and I was like, "Oh, holy smokes! Why did I never see this flavor of Tabasco before?" You know?
I couldn't even deal with the spicy variant of Heinz ketchup. I bought that by accident once. I'm like, why is my mouth stinging? And I'm like, it can't be from the wiener. And then I looked at the ketchup bottle. I was like, oh, I see.
Oh, it was that hot wiener, buddy.
Oh yeah, the hot
Did
meat
you say
combined with
wiener?
Yeah, yeah, he did.
hot dog.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, real quick, did you guys hear that they're making a shameless plug? They're making a Chucky series
Like a
from
TV series?
yeah, from the doll. I think Sci-Fi is putting it out. And they're filming it up where you're at, Morgan. They're filming it in Toronto, dude.
Oh,
You
that's
should
no shit.
yeah, you should look, dude. You might be able to get yourself like an extra
well,
spot, you know?
did you see the It movies, the new It movies?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I live down the street from that house, that shitty haunted house. Yeah, it's located in my neighborhood.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, they shoot a lot of stuff here to save money because for some reason they can't get tax breaks in California, which is kind of weird. Even Schwarzenegger couldn't get them, but yeah, we give tax
Oh
breaks.
yeah, no, California's shitty with the taxes. You hear what they're getting ready to? They're trying to implement. Hopefully, new sense will get out before soon, and we can fix some things. But anyway, the thing where like if you or if you're even live in Canada, like if you or California, if you stay here for what was it like 60 days or something out of the year total that you technically have lived here, and then even if you move out, California's still going to be able to tax you for up to 10 years.
10 years.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Wow.
yes, that is
Yeah,
something they're talking about now.
Like
So
my uncle
ahead.
who goes to Florida in the winters. Well, I guess he maybe doesn't do it now, but he would go there. He'd stay for 6 months. He'd head down there in autumn and then come back in spring.
That's how it used
And
to be. Yeah.
yeah, he said like if he were to stay any longer, he'll have to start paying taxes. But 60 days and paying for
Yeah,
10
it's
years, that's
something
insane.
ridiculously small. Yeah. And so it's crazy. Yeah, you could live in any state and you just come out here for business. And you're here for let's say 3 months out of the year. Yeah, you're paying taxes here and wherever else you live, apparently. Because you'll be living there. The other frickin' 9 months of the year. So you got to pay taxes there. And yeah, I think that's way crazy, dude.
Wow.
California's crazy. So
Morgan,
if anyone says California's taxing, I'm gonna go, okay, I believe it, because like they're crazy about it here. Anyway, go ahead, Jason.
Morgan,
Yeah.
it, you're Canadian, right?
Yeah.
Hey, you hoser.
No, seriously though, what kind of taxes? Like,
Well, we
what
have
do you pay?
well, just like America, we have like, the progressive tax system where the more money you make, the higher the rate of tax is. But
On your income?
yeah, but we don't have that. I don't think we have that rule where if you stay here for like a few months, you have to start paying taxes. I don't know. Maybe we have it. I don't know. I don't think it would be so extreme that after 60 days, you'd have to start paying for 10 years. You don't have to pay taxes on lottery winnings here. So at least that's good.
Whoa, that's a lot here.
Yeah, they tax that.
People that win pretty much anything over $100,000 are paying 50% tax on it.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because if your salary is $1 million a year, I think you don't even get like 500 grand. I think take home
So
over.
Jason, you remember Bob that worked at Pizza Hut or that plays with us? Yeah.
Yes, I remember.
The bleep.
Anyway, Dude, it's so cool. He used to sit around talking about this Ferrari he had because he was a private airline pilot for years.
Yes.
Retired at like 35, but got a pizza delivery driver job for exercise when he became an old fat old man. And then for a while there, we'd be like, Bob, yeah, Bob, you ain't got no Ferrari. He's like, all right, dude, I'm a driver. And he brought it in one night and delivered pizzas in it. And like he took me for riding it too, and oh dude, the thing was so badass. But he told me this joke, and I always remembered it. And it's not really funny, but it's just kind of like
it wasn't a real Ferrari.
Was it?
No, it wasn't a real Ferrari. No, it was a freaking kit car.
Was it?
Yeah. So he ordered a Ferrari body and put it on top of a Fiero.
Oh, yeah.
That sneaky bastard. Anyway, the joke was, you know how much taxes are on like $100,000 car? $200,000. Because the more shit costs, the more government's gonna try to take from you, you know. And so that was just the whole point of the joke, and that's kind of true. I mean, they take everything from even if you don't have a lot too. But it's like, yeah, New York, they just raised theirs to like 66% or something now. Can you imagine that? You make $1 million and you got to give them 660,000 or 660 thousand of it. You know. Yeah. You only get 340.
You got to make yourself into a corporation because they pay less taxes.
It's crazy.
Like a lot of doctors' offices, like just a GP, they make it into a corporation just because that way they can pay less taxes. And it's not like anyone's going to invest in a doctor's office, so there's no possibility of having it snatched away from them.
Who knows, man? Maybe like the government or something broke in and shut them down.
Yeah, they heard us talking about taxes.
Yep. Oh, we gotta have that tax conversation. Shut that shit down now, quick.
Well, do you have the dictionary handy?
Yes, it's right. Hold on, I got it right here. There she is. There it is. What did I do? F and G. That's what we did last time. All right, well, I'll go with the dictionary. All right, H. Let's see what we got here.
Were you in shots?
Yeah, there it is. Okay, yeah. But it's not the first one. The first one is a shit halo.
Shit halo. Oh, okay.
Yeah. A circle around an object that appears when the latter is steadily looked at. If the object is bright, the halo is dark, and vice versa. Thereby, the darkest, most fecund of base turds will offer the most glorious of halos.
Damn. That was elaborate.
Yes, the darker the shit, the better the shit halo, huh?
Yeah.
Here's number 2. An unjustified ideal glory invested in an object or person such as the latest fashion or celebrity. An unjustified ideal glory invested in an object or person such as fashion or a celebrity.
Or like Freedom 35.
Like I guess. Here we go. Here's a little poem too. The halo round the mound of shit, gloried and transported it beyond the dirk and kirk and firk, heavenward with its purpose worked.
So it seems like something of great worth, but it's actually just shit.
Yeah. Like a Kardashian.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Put up as beacons of an example we're all supposed to aspire to, but in reality, they're just fucking useless to the world, really.
Yes.
Whoa. I have never watched that show, and I'm very proud to say so.
Me neither. Never any of them.
No.
I wonder if I'm like a shit halo. Something that seems like it's great worth, but it's really shit.
No, you're pretty down to earth. I don't think that you offer anything you can't follow up on.
That's true. I try not to, at least.
What people see is what they get.
That is for fucking sure. All right, yep, number 2 right here. Shithawk. The harbinger of death. Literally The bird that poops on its victims. See those whose time has come, and carries them to the shit nest in the sky. Beware the shit hawk. Hawk, hawk, hawk. Or I guess that would be caw or something.
Yeah.
Shit hawk, caw.
It's funny because whenever Leahy brings up one of these shit analogies with Bubbles, Bubbles always buys it hook, line, and sinker. The winds of shit.
Yeah.
Like the fun, yeah, like
rope is bubs.
yeah, like Julian is usually a straight man for most of this series, but the one time when he's really hilarious was when they broke into that school where Ricky was working and all this whistling
whispering winds of shit.
Those are the winds of shit. Julian's like, the winds of shit.
It's funny. My good buddy Kevin, he'll call me anytime. Like if it's real windy in Napa or up here or whatever, he'll call me up and be like, "You hear him, bud?"
Yeah.
Whispering winds of shit. Anytime it's windy, we call it the winds of shit. Or he'll call me up and go, "Shit winds are blowing, bud."
Spring is the season of the winds of shit. The fucking hurricanes and tornadoes and all that kind of shit. Rainstorms. The winds of shit will be wreaking havoc with the earth. Do you get tornadoes down there in California?
Well, most people may not think or realize, but actually we do get very, very, very tiny ones that probably don't even count as a one or anything. Like it out in the valley, like north of Sacramento, out off on like Highway 5, way out in the middle of nowhere. Like, yes, we can sometimes. I actually one time, years and years and years ago, there was 3 small ones that had touched down at the same time in the valley, and I could see them across as I was driving on one of the many roads that go through there, because it's all just flat and right out there in that valley, in the big Great Valley of California,
Yeah.
Sounds like I'm in a Land Before Time fucking movie, The Great Valley of California, Land Before Time. But no, nothing that like I've heard like we really care about, No, earthquakes is more the things that we have around here.
Oh, yeah.
Matter of fact, I felt a small one this morning. It shook a little bit. It's the first time I felt one in a while. I normally don't feel them. Like if they're not big and near me, like I don't really feel them anymore. Like because little ones happen all the time, and if you're not really centered around it, like I don't know, I don't really notice it too much anymore. People text me all the time, dude, you feel an earthquake in the morning? No.
Well, the thing with
that one.
Well, the thing with fracking is that's creating more earthquakes because, to pour water down into where the tectonic plates are, you're kind of asking for trouble, right? So,
yeah.
there could be more. I mean, I don't know if they're just the small ones, but they say that, it's causing a lot more earthquakes. Jason just texted me saying he's been suffering DOS attacks. What does he mean by that?
I don't know. He keeps telling me that too. I'm assuming, DOS, DOS, I believe is what, it's like that's the internet. This is internet, right? Dial up or something?
Oh. Like, does he live in the country or something?
No, it isn't Sassoon. I probably shouldn't say that. Probably shouldn't say that. People outside his house stalking him now.
What town is it?
Sassoon.
Isuzu?
No, Sassoon.
Oh, how do you spell that?
I believe it's spelled kind of like Susan.
Oh, okay. It's a Spanish name, right?
Yeah, so like it's just pronounced different,
Oh, okay. I was thinking of that town, Azusa, which is where Rocky Dennis is from. Rocky Dennis. Did you ever see the movie Mask?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that movie put that town on the map.
It's funny. Jason knows a guy too, but we both know a guy that named last name Souza.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, shoot. Here, let me go ahead and read the last one real fast. It's the last one of the H's, and it's called Shit. It's Shit House, and it's one of the stations of the planets in the heavens, numbered with 1 to 12. 1 life, 2 wealth, 3 family, 4 friends, 5 progeny, 6 health, 7 marriage, 8 death, 9 belief, 10 dignity, 11 generosity, 12 shit house. where all negative cosmic influences converge. Not of ourselves, but of our stars are we moved. By double wiggle stick. I don't know. Some fancy last name.
And yeah, that's astrology. That's like shit astrology.
Yep, the shit house is the 12th station of the planets.
Yeah.
It's where all the negative cosmic influences converge.
Like some trailer parks.
Right?
Shit houses.
Wow, eyes are kind of long.
Oh, did you ever hear when you lived in trailer parks about, like incest going on? That's one of the stereotypes.
Okay, well, there was one older dude, but I mean, I can just probably attribute to just stupid kids and rumors, how kids are when you're dumb kids,
Yeah.
But when we were all younger, there was this one guy that we used to say was, I mean, he was an older guy and he had an older mom even. I mean, he was already in his 30s or 40s, but he was weird, no one, like, he was just in, like, I don't know, he's always in town somewhere. I don't know if he actually did anything to anyone, but I don't know. He just might have been just a normal guy, but like we as kids thought he was a weirdo,
Yeah, yeah.
And we used to think that was the rumor that went around that he, diddle his mom and all that.
It's probably just a rumor. Yeah.
Probably, most likely. But then again, you never know. I mean,
yeah.
You never really know. I mean, you always hear stories and rumors, but I mean, how do you really know,
Were there any guys named Cletus?
No, but I've known some bucks and some bows and what else? What's another one?
Girls named Lurleen.
No, but I knew a Laureline.
Laureline, that's close enough.
Yeah.
I always associate like the names like Tammy and Angela with trailer parks.
Yeah, the only one that pops into my mind are L names: Lucy, Lindsay.
Were there a lot of mullets? Did you see a lot of mullets around?
I mean, back in the day, yeah. I mean, I grew up in the 80s and stuff down here, and in the 90s, and yeah, plenty. And you still see some occasionally. My middle brother, he normally rocks one. He's rocking one for a while. He might still have one right now. I'm not sure, but he might have cut his hair. I don't know. He moved over to Pennsylvania or something.
Takes a little while longer for things to go out of fashion in the trailer parks, I think. At least like 5 years,
Yeah, at least, I guess. I don't know.
like in the 90s, there were still dudes listening to like ZZ Top and Iron Maiden and shit like that.
I still listen to ZZ Top and Iron Maiden.
Yeah. I like a little bit of ZZ Top. I never get into Iron Maiden, but
I listen to all kinds of old stuff. I mean, but I listen to everything though. I mean, I can go all. One of my favorite music, or actually, I could say singers. One of my favorite. But I love Frank Sinatra. Listen to Frank Sinatra all the time. Oh yeah, love me Frank Sinatra. I'll bang that shit all day. But like newer stuff that I'm listening to now, I'm really into Tom MacDonald. I dig Tom MacDonald. There's this band called Ailstorm. I like them. They're out of England's or Scott, somewhere over there. Across the pond, and they're heavy metal pirates. That it's heavy metal music, but it's got like a piratey feel to it. And all they sing about is sailing the seas and stealing your rum and drinking your beer and taking booty and fighting for treasure and pirate shit. It's fucking, I love it, dude. Especially when I'm nice and drunk. I love me some Ailstorm. And but I mean, I listen, like if you really look at my playlist, like on my Spotify or whatever, like I said, I got everything from Frank Sinatra to fucking Pantera, Marilyn Manson, BB King, you know what I'm saying? Rap, I got a little bit of it all, because I do like a bit of everything.
My favorite song by Pantera is called 25 Years.
Yeah.
I love that part where he's like, "We're fucking you back, fucking you back." I could listen to that nonstop for like 2 hours, just him
I
doing.
got to see them live one time before
Well, that must
Dimebag was
be
killed.
wild.
Yeah, it was Ozfest, either 99 or 2000. I was at both of them, and I can't remember which one it was. I want to say it was 2000. Pantera played just before Ozzy. I think the year before is when Black Sabbath was there, I think. But let's see here. Who was there? It went, the main stage lineup was POD. No, Static X, System of a Down, POD, Rob Zombie, Godsmack, Pantera, and then Ozzy. That's exactly how it went. I remember it now. And one of the best lineups I've ever seen anywhere. And I also got to see Kitty play that year, which is an all-chick heavy metal group. They played on stage one, and they're kind of hot too, and they play some serious metal. And it was badass, dude.
I wish that I had known about the Big Four tour, and I wasn't even aware that it happened, and I missed it.
If Jason was still here, he could gladly tell us about it because he went.
He went to see that. Oh man, that must be a
Yes,
show.
I know. I'm so jealous because Megadeth is one of the ones I need to see before it's all said and done, and I don't know if Dave Mustaine's still got it in him to tour anymore. Like I heard that he might be doing a show with Manson sometime this year or next year, but I don't know. Manson's got legal issues now, and Dave, knock on wood, he looks like he's seen better days. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he doesn't play well with others. Like he's the only original member of Megadeth, which kind of says something. You know what I mean? Because he has history of not getting along with people. So
yeah, he definitely does. I read his book, the Heavy Metal Memoirs, Dave Mustaine, when I was in prison. I read quite a few. I read Manson's, Marilyn Manson, not Charles. I did read Charles though the first time, but but Dave Mustaine's, it was a really good one, man. It was really good. Dude was kind of hardcore guy, man.
Oh yeah,
he's a hardcore dude.
If
the stories in the book are accurate,
Well, I'm sure they must be. There's a performance actually on YouTube of what they would do during the Big Four tours. That at the end of every set, at the end of every show, members of all four of the bands would come out and they'd all play a song together. So that was pretty interesting to see.
I did get to see Sebastian Bach. I high-fived him.
Oh yeah, you high-fived Sebastian
True
Bach.
Story, because this relates to Trailer Park Boys, so why it's perfect talking about it. No, years ago, I went with actually my son's mom. I took her. Unfortunately, I wasted the show on her. But I went with my boss at the time. It wasn't Jason. It was another guy. And his old lady. And it was Guns N' Roses, or what I like to call Axl Rose and Company, because it wasn't Slash. It wasn't Slash and everybody.
It's got to be Slash. It's got to be part of the picture, or
exactly. It's not. I know. But I'm still a Guns N' Roses fan, and so I was still willing to go because tickets weren't all that much. I think we spent like $50 or $60 on the tickets each. Not that bad. And so it was at the Warfield in San Francisco, which is a really small venue, and there's just a small floor. There's only like 100 and something people even inside the building, and I was working at the warehouse here, which was like a record store, and we had a ticket master there. So as soon as tickets could go on sale, like any show we wanted, we just print out a couple tickets and then just pay it later. Like we wouldn't even worry about paying it because just print them out, set them aside, and fucking deal with all the customers, and then at the end, cause you ring them up on a separate register anway, so it's like fuck it. And so we did that with shows quite a few times. That's how we got those tickets. And when we were there, Sebastian, even on the marquee out front, even on the tickets, it said Guns N' Roses with surprise special guest. That's all it ever said. It never told you who it was. Even on the marquee, it did not say it. And it said with surprise special guest. And sure as shit, if it wasn't fucking Sebastian Bach, comes out, kicks off with what is it 18 to Life or whatever, that song, Dude, I was like, what? Are you kidding me right now? Like, and then I'm not even joking. He played for like damn near 2 hours, like 2.5 hours almost. Played for like 2 hours. I'm telling you, he jammed. And then I was always skeptical because I heard Axl was a real, not talk bad about him because I like, I love his music and everything, but it was a bit of a prima donna. He's been known to just walk out on a show if things weren't his way or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, the fucking dude came out and he played for like another 3 hours himself, man. And I remember part of the way through it, Sebastian came out and they did a couple together. I don't remember, but the one song that I do remember them doing together is they did a duet of Night Train. And oh, dude, it was so sick. And mind you, I'm on the bottom floor of just a standing room, little floor space, because the like little mezzanine upstairs was seating, and we had, you could sit up there, but if you wanted to go down on the floor, you can go down on the floor, and it was just kind of standing room, but it wasn't huge. I mean, there's probably maybe 100 people down there, if that, and on that floor, and anywho, like. We were able to it was only a couple rows it was like maybe 10 rows of people and you're at the front, dude. Like, it really wasn't hard to push you. Plus, I'm a larger guy. I'm, just about 6'2", and I'm now heavier than I've been, but I've always been around 220, 230. So I'm still over 200 pounds, so pushing my way through a crowd isn't difficult. I used to tell people all the time when we go to shows, how are we going to get to the front? I tell them, we'll just stand right behind me, grab a hold of my belt loop or whatever, and I'll fucking, I'm pushing us through this crowd. Don't even trip, dude. Or if I take Kevin with me, I love let Kevin do it, dude, because he's like 6'4", 6'5", and like 300 and something pounds, dude. So he can way push through. But anywho, down there, and they're singing and they're high fiving and going right down the line, both of them, and I got a high five from both of them, and so did my buddy Steve, who was the boss who was with me. He got a high five from both of them too. Oh man, it was so great, dude. I was so hammered. I was tripping.
Yeah. Sebastian Bach got Axl Rose into Trailer Park Boys. He started out as a fan and got him into it.
Yeah?
Nice.
Nice. But yeah, that's one of my highlights of life. I got to high five Sebastian Bach and Axl Rose during the same set when they're jamming together.
Oh, that's cool. It's funny. Yeah. Skid Row has this one video for a single called "I Remember You." And the plot of the video is that this guy was so devastated about a breakup, he ended up like being homeless and shit. Like, dude, it's a little dramatic, isn't it? Get over it eventually. The guy's pushing.
Oh yeah, you gotta get over it eventually. I mean, I've been homeless. I don't think I've ever been homeless over a breakup. Funny thing is, normally chicks will come down to the camp just to bang me, dude.
Well, that's cool.
Because I'm like a cute, nice, fun homeless guy.
Well, so yeah, I guess for them it was a camping trip, right?
It was kind of like camping trip, right?
Yeah.
You get treated nice, a little whining and dining, maybe sometimes a campfire and a movie, who knows what,
Yeah, you had a pretty good.
So. I did normally. I mean, I call it myself like a professional outdoorsman more than I said I was homeless.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Because like I said, I'm telling you, I can build shopping cart barbecues and homemade showers and fucking, I know how to set up tents and trees and build branch walls so like you're hidden amongst the trees and like, yeah, dude, I can do all that. So I can set up a camp like you haven't seen, man.
Bitchin'.
The only problem is finding a spot, because like no matter what, you could be in nowhere and eventually someone's gonna find it and come walking through, and eventually, and then the police or someone gonna go, oh, you can't be out here. You gotta go. Oh, look at all this, dude. Oh, well, we're gonna tear all this down. And there goes all that work you did. And usually when they tear it down, they want to confiscate it. They don't even let you keep your shit, And it's like, that's
the thing. Like, not all cops. There's been a lot of talk about police brutality, but some cops, whether it's about race or not, are just douchebags. They're just power mad douchebags who like to throw their weight around.
Mm-hmm.
Like I once got arrested. I was 16 years old, and I mean, well, there was kind of a mix. I mean, there was cops who were totally businesslike about it, and you be respectful to me, I'll be respectful to you. But there were cops there who were like, making fun of me and shit.
So, yeah, no, I've known some cool ones, but but what you're talking about is what we call super cop.
Yeah, yeah.
They're it's like they're trying to make a name off every bust, even if it's like you're jaywalking,
Yeah, and it's not just minorities they bother.
No. See,
Like
that's what people think.
Henry Rollins said like the LAPD they used to harass like punk rockers and skaters
Dude,
and
I'm
shit. So,
I'm I'm telling you, I've been in gang files. I'm not on any gang. I've had police with their knees in my neck. I've had 5 of them on top of me in fucking while I was handcuffed, naked in a fucking box when I was, fighting with them and stuff. And like, uh, I've been arrested with people of color and them get let go because they were innocent and I was being not, you know? And
yeah.
like people really think it's no, it has nothing to do with race. It really doesn't. It has to do with, are you being a douchebag? Are you breaking the law? Are you being compliant? It doesn't matter. Watch how fast, like that white kid in the hallway, he got shot and killed. He was crawling on his hands and knees. Uh, it just cop fucked up. Thought he
And all,
reached for,
and ultimately, often it's like the same kind of dudes who were bullies in high school. Some of them end up being cops. They love to push
Yeah,
people around, and they know that they got tons of power and you have none, and so they can take advantage of it. And they're assumed to have more credibility than you. So,
yeah, yeah. I noticed that a lot of guys that got picked on went into police force.
oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah,
Yeah, because they'd like
rookies.
to
Yeah,
be able to exert that power over against people that used to pick on them, or ones alike. It might not be the guy who picked on you, but guys like him did it, so I'm gonna bust on him now. And so I
yeah,
knew a lot of guys like that.
they've
Uh,
got issues.
yeah, for sure. But I
Well,
did know a couple cool ones. Like I said, there were some cool ones.
yeah, I don't want to say that there aren't any good ones. Many of them really truly do want to serve the community and do the right thing. But yeah, there were some bad apples, that's for sure.
Like I can remember being younger when we were 18s, 19s. We'd be out just a bunch of kids somewhere, fucking drinking, smoking weed, but we're just kicking it somewhere, just drinking and smoking is literally all we're doing.
Yeah,
And like so many cops roll up, you're getting busted. But there was this one dude, I couldn't remember who he was, man, and I don't know, like I haven't seen him in decades. I don't even know if I'd recognize him. I hope I would, because I'd want to thank him. Because if that dude rolled up, and we'd see him, like, fuck, dude, me and a couple buddies, like, hey, what's up, dude? And he'd be like, what are you guys doing? I hear, like, fucking, you know what we're doing, man? Drink, chilling, partying. Like, he would always be like, dude, fucking pick this shit up. You guys get out. He wouldn't even take the beer, nothing. Get out of here, go somewhere else. Don't we find you over here because, there's reports or like someone says kids are kicking it or whatever. Go somewhere else, go. And we'd go somewhere else until they'd show up again. But then there'd be the ones that would be like, I remember one day I went up to this one dude because he'd keep showing up wherever you are and start busting people, taking stuff, wanting to arrest, and I fucking went up to him another day at one time. I'm like, all right, dude, where would you want me to, like, where can we go? Like, we're just trying to kick it somewhere where you're not gonna, like, all right, you don't want us downtown, you don't want kids over here, you want people hanging out over there. Where can we go where you'll leave us alone? And he looked at me and said, I don't care where you go, I'll follow you guys and bust you no matter where you're at. I was just like, really? And literally, yes, okay, maybe you shouldn't be 19-year-old sitting out drinking beers and smoking joints with your friends, but honestly, so fucking what, dude? There's nothing wrong with fucking having some liquor drinks and fucking a couple 6-paper joints with your friends. As long as you're not being a super dickhead, you're not like robbing everybody. Like, I mean,
it's a rite of passage. Yeah.
right? Exactly. As long as you're not being a dick to everybody, like, who cares? And but no, there's, like I said, so there are cops like that are kind of like, hey, just go somewhere else because you're drawing attention over here. And then there's cops that are like, I don't care, I'll bust you wherever you go. But you're gonna get that no matter what. And it don't matter what race you are or what age you are. If you're doing things that are bustable, some cop's gonna bust you. And if you're compliant, you have a better chance of not getting your ass kicked. Trust me, when I've complied, I don't get my ass kicked. When I don't comply, I get my ass kicked. It happens every time. So I started complying more every time they bust me, and I stopped getting my ass kicked because I started getting older and healing lasts longer, and uh, You know what I'm saying? It takes longer to heal. It's kind of like after drinking and shit these days. You know?
Yeah. See, I wonder.
Fucking.
I wonder what they do when you use the gym trick. What if they don't fall for
Oh,
it?
yeah. Well, that's rough. But yeah, the gym trick will work sometimes. I've
Yeah,
used it. And if it ain't Jim, then John.
or
Because
Mike, one of those
you
comments.
know.
John, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Jim or John will work.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I've been pretty good at talking police out of. My brother used tripped on it. You know, the fucking cops up here in Hidden Valley used to fucking stop us all the time. We got wandering around, brother, like, oh, we're gonna just relax. I got this, dude, and just sit there and bullshit with them for a little bit. And then once they realized that I'm not really up to nothing, which maybe I was, maybe I wasn't. But at the moment I'm not, and because usually people, you know, that's the thing. Like, okay, when I used to do all my criminalistic, you know, when I used to shoplift and do stupid things, like one of the things I do is not be suspicious. You know, talk to people that work there, bring attention to yourself, be cordial about it though, like because people up to things aren't drawing attention to themselves. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that always throws people for a loop. Draw attention to yourself. People
That's
think
right.
you're crazy. People think I'm crazy as shit when I say this, but no, I'm dead serious. Used to trip people out. Like I would go get someone to help me in an aisle while I was taking things from other places while they're helping me with things. You know what I'm saying? Like hands quicker in the eye type of shit. When
Exactly.
when you got people's attention, they're not really like it's not that they're not watching you, but they're less suspicious. I guess you know. I don't know how to say it because that's not actually accurate either. But I think you get what I'm getting at, dude.
Well, it'll
Uh,
work better than the what was it, that blank check trick of Ricky's? Fake check, whatever.
I can't believe that would have worked.
Take it out of the store and, oh yeah, here's the check I wrote. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And give it to him, man. See, for the exact price of the tea or the rocket. See,
Yeah.
that one is worth trying. So you know, I've really been debating. I really think I might want to look at coming up and doing a documentary coming up to Canada and visiting you and Maine. But I don't know if I want to go legit or if it'd be funnier if I went like as an illegal immigrant and like smuggled myself across the border like swam or something.
Well, the way it goes with immigration is here is you come like on a visitor's visa, and then you stay for a while, and then you apply for permanent residency status. So I've been looking into all that for my girlfriend, so that's how that works. And
Hmm.
you live in a NAFTA country, so that would help. Your first language is English, so
How are
that's
they about felonies, man? I got felonies, bud.
well, I don't know. I mean, you don't have, but they're not violent crimes, right?
No, no, and then like nothing like drug smuggling across states or countries or anything like that, you know?
Yeah, hopefully that. Well, could you get a pardon, or did that happen too recently?
No, everything I got's like damn near 15 years old. It's just like
Yeah, maybe you could get pardons for that.
maybe I don't know. I don't really know. Like I'm pretty sure the way I was told a long, long time ago was like. I mean, I guess you can. That's not actually true. I was about to say because I know people have gotten things wiped off as time went on. But anyway, excuse me. I think like when you become a repeat offender, habitual, like the ability to wipe things off tends to start going away. I think like you're
Yeah,
kind
I
of just
guess so.
like when you get repeat violations, it's like okay, you know, you're not like you can get off probation, you can get fines and all that taken off, but your permanent record, if you want to say,
Yeah. Well, yeah,
they're
if you
always
haven't
there.
been a recidivist, then I guess they could probably wipe,
Yeah,
get your
yeah,
pardon in.
and I definitely was a recidivist.
Huh. Well, on that note, to sign off. Unfortunately, Jason had some kind of technical issues with his phone, so he got cut off. But he didn't forsake us. He wasn't sticking his nose in the air and hightailing it out there. He has said goodbye to us with me as an intermediary. And so on behalf of him and myself and Ray, we'd like to say that we got your belly.
That's right. Don't you fucking forget it.
All right.
All right, Morgan.
Take care, man.
All right. Good night, everybody. Have a good
Have a
night,
good
bud.
night. Take care. Bye.